Live from Hickory, it's country-ish. Alan!
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was Jaws underdog, dressed in Raws, living next to the wood. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
That's right. I am from Hickory, and I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy, no matter where you are. I always like to begin the show with this one. What up, bumpkins? You're about to watch and or listen to episode 68 of Country-ish, and we've got a great dank show for you today. All right, Jamie Kennedy gonna be zooming into the show here in a little bit. I got more Screen Actors Guild residual checks. I want you to call in and guess the amount of my check. Somebody's gonna get one of these checks. I got 13 sitting here. Also, it's St. Patrick's Day. Well, ish. It's the day before as we record this, St. Patrick's Day, but we're gonna celebrate it and get drunk up in here. We'll see what we can do. Also, great small town news story that involves, you guessed it, a dude in Florida. But I want you to know we're going live right now. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'm reading your comments. Well, I'm not doing it. I'm talking to you like this. But I have interns that I don't pay to check the comments. And they're sitting back there. We got Isaiah the intern and Elliot the intern. One of them's checking the Facebook comments. The other one's checking the YouTube comments. Let me ask you a question. I want to know, what is one of your fondest St. Patrick's Day memories? All right? Did you get drunk on green beer and puke all over your shoes? I don't know what your story is, but I'd like to know. Leave it in the comments section, and towards the end of the show, I'll have Elliot or Isaiah read it to me. We'll give you a shout-out. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we're live, but we're also a good old-fashioned podcast. Anywhere you get your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, all that jazz. But let's talk about the live part. Let me get serious for a second. These glasses are stupid. These make me sick. Before I introduce my guests, and we got a full house today, and I can't wait to get to these guys, but before we do that, I want to get serious for a second. Look at me. I need you to share, okay? That's how this podcast is going to grow. If we can get you guys to hit the share button, I'm not sure where it's at. It looks like this. If you were to hit that button, wait, hang on. Don't play it yet, the Alan Jackson. I'm going to do a thing. Last week I didn't do it that great, but I'm going to try and nail it today, okay? This is a little thing called the share stare. I'm going to look right down the pipe of this camera. I'm not going to be entertaining at all. This gives you time to go ahead and hit the share button. You're not going to miss anything. So, Alan, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and do the share stare. If I can make you share, if I could find a way, I'd make you hit that arrow button that points his way. I need you to hit the share button. I need you to hit it now. Okay, did you do it? I know you did. Thank you. The stuff I go through to get people to share this, I'm telling you. Last week we had, I don't know, it eventually got up to like 50 or something. If everyone does it, let's grow this small town. Let's get more bumpkins up in here. All right. Thank you for doing that. If you did, if you haven't done it yet, I'm going to go ahead and thank you because you'll get to it. You can share anytime. You don't have to do it now. You can do it when you're done with this. Share. All righty then. Let me introduce you to the guys sitting right next to me. Very festive crowd up in here today. We got two celebrities sitting in here. Closest guy to me, I'm loving the outfit. I'm loving the hat. I'm loving the glasses. Comes in around 75 feet tall. Look for him in a new film, Godzilla vs. Kong. Maybe you remember him from the video game Rampage or Arch Rivals. I'm talking about a very, very tall guy, also known as the Southeastern Man of Mystery. We're talking about Sebastian. Boom! How are you, buddy?
Great, brother. Great.
Good to see you. Let me just go on down the line here. Sitting next to him, very stoic, very pensive, very handsome guy. Also famous. Well, he's not famous. His brother's famous. Perhaps you've heard of a guy named Jon Stamos. A guy's little brother in here. A guy named Marcus Stamos. How you doing?
Top of the morning to you.
Oh, top of the morning to ya. Yeah.
Hello.
So, happy St. Patrick's Day, guys.
You as well.
How we doing? I liking the outfits. Do you know why you're supposed to wear green on St. Patrick's Day?
Because you don't get pinched.
Right. And now how did that start?
Don't know that much.
Would you like for me to enlighten you?
Go.
Yeah, I Googled this stuff. Apparently, if you wear green, leprechauns can't see you. And then it's a camouflage. And leprechauns like to pinch people. So it's to prevent yourself from getting pinched, you would wear green. That's old folklore. Oh, I forgot to do this.
What?
We have a secret word. That's right. We're going to play a drinking game with you guys for St. Patrick's Day episode. It's a very Irish, country-ish. We are going to have a secret word, and these two guys, actually no one except for me and Alan, the Alan Jackson, know what the secret word is. And if anyone in here says the secret word, you at home take a shot. And then in here, we'll take a shot as well. Let's hold this bad boy up. I'm almost there. Thank you. Got some good old-fashioned Irish whiskey, Jameson right here. Brand new bottle. Just took the lid off a second ago. And that's what we're going to do. We got Irish car bombs that we're also going to do. So just know, Alan, is this where I tell them the secret word? Okay. Listen for this. Secret word's coming up. The secret word is shamrock. Let me know if you're good, Alan. You're good. Okay. Did you hear that? Did you put it on the screen as well? I did. All right. So, yeah, look at you. Mark tried to look at the screen.
I'm trying to find my phone.
You thought you were going to find the secret word, didn't you?
Get on the live and find it.
All right, let's start off with these Irish car bombs. Let's talk about a little thing called the Reeps Peeps Cruise. Remember that last one we went on, Sebastian?
Some of us barely remember it, yes, sir, but a few of us remember it more than others.
Mm-hmm. There was a guy on there. Oh, we have a video of this. There was a guy, and you see the back, at the bottom left screen, you see a baseball hat. It's gray and black. That's a guy named Tommy. And I can't pronounce his last name, or I would say it. Tommy DeGioso. Anyway, Tommy, I love you. I hope you're watching this. And he loves Irish car bombs.
A lot.
Yeah. So he was like, I don't know. Every time we'd go, we always hang out at this one bar on the ship where they would have live music. And it was very kind of Irish.
It was Irish.
It was kind of Irish bar. And so he loved his car bombs, and he would buy these for us every night. I'm talking 2 or 3 at a time. And in this clip, let's go ahead and play the clip there, the Alan Jackson. I can talk over it if you want to play it and turn it down. There we are. We're turning the hats backwards. That's when it gets serious business. Irish car bombs are right there ready to roll. And, I'm not a big Irish car bomb. But look. Yeah, Sebastian's worried about it. And you just drop cream with whiskey into a Guinness, and you chug it. Now, we chugged ours. Now, watch him. He does another one right after it. Right there. See him? He just did 2 in a row. So look, that's good, Alan. In memory, and I say in tribute to our man Tommy, and I'm looking forward to going back on the cruise. I say we go ahead and knock one of these Irish car bombs out for St. Patrick's Day. You know what I mean? Oh. And thank you, Stamos, for getting these.
Yeah, that was the last one the store had.
You don't just go about halfway up. Last one the store had.
Yeah, apparently it's popular right now.
Popular right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't even know if we're doing this correctly. I know it's. Take a little bit of this right here, right? Just take a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna put. Yeah, I think you put cream on it. Or maybe we're making up our own version of this. I didn't do a lot of research, but I had Stamos pick this stuff up on the way. Hood whipping cream.
It's straight out of the hood.
It is in a green box, so that's good. All right, I'll put a little bit in there. I don't know what this is going to taste like at all. But now, Stamos, I notice you're not doing this. Can you at least explain yourself? Because there will be people at home watching, like, why isn't Stamos doing it?
Stamos is a wuss.
Too much to get in one shot.
No, it's not.
Plus, I don't like Jameson.
You don't do sweet stuff.
Right.
And you don't like hard whiskey. I don't like this either, but I'm doing it.
I know.
So you have no excuse. Let's get. Where's Mark? Mark, the intern. Elliot, where's your intern?
He's on his way.
Get him in here. Here, take this one. I want you to do it with me, Mark. You're drinking, man. Right? These other interns they're babies. They're not old enough to drink. And we need the Alan Jackson to stay sober so he can switch cameras and stuff. So it's going to be me, Sebastian, and Mark. Hand that to him, please. Elliot, the intern's intern. Do you have a Guinness back there? Yeah, Guinness. All right, go ahead. Now, Elliot, get out of there, you sober loser, and get this guy in here. And I'll count to 3. We'll drop it like it's hot, and we'll chug it. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. All right, he's cracking it open. I like the headband. Absolute. Yeah, you just go about halfway up, Mark. Don't get crazy. Unless you want to. I'm not going to stop you. You're a full-grown man. And thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
All right. Are you ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Drop it and chug. Oh!
Good job,
We
guys.
beat Mark.
We're pros, man. We're pros.
That's for you, Tommy. And if you want to do Irish car bombs with me and Sebastian,
Buy a
get
ticket.
yourself booked on the Reaps Peeps comedy cruise. It's going to be November 6th through 11. We're going from Florida. We're going to Private Beach in Haiti.
Rough after 4 or 5.
Comedy, podcasting, karaoke, and DDPY yoga if you want to do it. That was good stuff. Not that bad.
Wasn't that?
It wasn't as good as what I remembered it being on the ship, though. I think we messed it up.
I think we were 6 or 8 deep by then.
Well, hopefully,
called Tommy and asked him, or text Tommy.
here in a little bit,
He's the-
if one of you say the secret word, you're going to have to take a shot, all right? So let me ask you now, what shot would you prefer?
Let me have the Tito's.
We don't. I have put those in here. So, Mark, where are you, buddy? Mark, I need you to go to the fridge in the break room and get 2 of those Tito's bottles there in the top fridge. And then bring them in here to Stamos.
That's my choice.
And he will be doing those. And then what do you want to do?
Since
You want to
I
stay in
am
season?
Irish, I have an Irish name.
Where's your shot glass?
Sean.
Sean Patrick is my name, so I probably
Hand me that shot
should-
glass, Stamos, right there. I'm going to go ahead
probably
and
should stay with the Irish
I'm
for
gonna
my
go ahead and pour
ancestors.
you.
What shot?
where's
Why
shot?
you think I'm going to say it?
Well, it's going to be sitting right here.
Okay.
So when it's said, that's your shot. Oh, we got these little ones right here too. So I got these little solo cup glasses. All right, so this I'll do the whiskey,
He's pouring a couple.
and then your vodka can go in there.
Got it.
And then when the word is said, the secret word is said. This is the right lid for that.
Well, I hope the
here it
secret word is said.
Oh, it's going to be said. I'll get it out
Thank
of
you,
here
Mark.
one way or the other. We'll figure it out.
Let's see.
All righty, then let's move on. Do you guys even know what St. Patrick's Day is about? I mean, do you know why we're doing this? Do you know the
It's not
history
to
of it?
drink. It's for some other reason.
Well, it's funny. I Googled it. I went on the Wikipedias, and their drinking is involved. Interestingly enough, let me just enlighten you guys. St. Patrick's Day, or the Feast of St. Patrick, or the Day of the Festival of Patrick, is a cultural and religious celebration held on March 17th. That's tomorrow. Also is your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
38.
Look at
boys.
this.
38.
38.
Whatever.
All right. My birthday is March 26th. I'll be
Six,
39.
Yep.
Your
I
birthday
just
was
turned
March.
37 on March 1st.
The boys of March are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we should call ourselves.
Yeah. We could kind of like a boy band.
Yeah, we should do a march. Like we should, like you know,
Boys of March
the
are
boys
marching.
of March are marching.
I didn't realize we all had March birthdays.
Yeah. That's what.
Really, you just now figuring this out?
Just now.
So anyway, it was also March 17th is the traditional death date of St. Patrick, the foremost patron saint of Ireland. St. Patrick's Day was made an official Christian feast day in the early 17th century and is observed by the Catholic Church and the Anglican Communion, especially the Church of Ireland, the Eastern Orthodox Church, and the Lutheran Church. The day commemorates St. Patrick and the arrival of Christianity in Ireland and celebrates, hang on, let me turn this up.
Yeah, he was
celebrates the heritage and culture of the Irish in general. Celebrations generally involve public parades, that's us, the Boys of March and March.
Yep.
And festivals, and the wearing of green attire. Why do you think they wear green? What was it? Why did they choose green?
Beside the camouflage of leprechauns?
Right.
Besides
that. It's like on your...
the four-leaf clover.
That's
Also known as a...
Lucky charm.
Nope.
Also known as
Starts with an S.
salvation.
Nope.
Symbolic.
What is the shake that McDonald's makes every... McDonald's has a shake called a what shake for St. Patrick's Day? It's green, it's vanilla.
Shamrock.
Boom! That's the secret word!
Sucker. I got set up.
Shot. Where's yours?
Oh, we all have to do it.
Yes, dude.
Oh, okay.
Put vodka in there.
I did. It's vodka.
see
in
it.
there. Look.
Okay.
Okay.
That's very little vodka. All right, boys. Shamrock.
I got
Happy
set
St.
up on
Patrick.
that one.
Ow!
Oh, Lord.
That is Jameson.
That is Jameson.
That's one of the secret words out of the way, at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Well,
let
no,
me
say
let me
that
talk
one
about the drinking part of this, right? Okay. Celebrations generally involve public parades, festivals, and the wearing of green attire or shamrocks. Christians who belong to the I don't know that word denominations also attend church services, and historically the Lenten restrictions on. So there was Lent restrictions on eating and drinking alcohol. They were lifted on this day.
Yep.
So when you're doing
Mulligan.
like I'm giving up something for Lent, they'd say, well, on this day,
You don't have to do it.
you could drink.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, so you want us to drink on this day. And that's kind of where the whole drinking part of it came in. So thank you, St. Patrick.
Thank you for the knowledge, John.
You are certainly welcome, fellas.
Off the Googles.
And by the way, just so you know, we got 2 more secret words. I mean, I did one out the gate, and it took me a minute to get it out of you.
I know.
It was hard. I thought for sure that word would naturally come up in the first 10 minutes, but it took me a minute. I want to find out what the oh, okay. All right. That's the second one. Got it. Do we need to tell people? All right. So the second secret word is Jameson. Look at me.
What's it start with?
Putting a cheat,
What's
aren't
it
you?
start with?
I ain't telling you nothing. Okay. All right. Let me see where we're at. Did you watch? I already know the answer to this. Did you watch your Grammys?
Why?
That is a very good question. Why would anyone watch the Grammys? I didn't watch them, but we're in the know, dude. I want people watching this podcast to know that we're in the know. We know what's going on with things. We're hip to things, right? We follow the best trends that are out there. We want to know what's trending. You want to know what's trending? We'll talk about it. And this one, he's a ginger. And on St. Patrick's Day, we're going to talk about a fellow ginger. And before full disclosure, before we even talk about this podcast is on the All Things Comedy Network, which is owned by Bill Burr.
So he's the boss.
He's the boss. Bill Burr and Al Madrigal and some other people, but he's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
And he's in the news because he was on the Grammys. Have you even heard of anything about this, Marcus? What's your life like?
Absolutely not.
What do you look at when you're on lunch break?
Mermaid porn.
My feet,
Do you don't like
as they're
look on
propped up in
Twitter
the air.
and see? Do you follow anything? What's interesting to you? That's okay. But no, he's in the news because there are people mad at him for what he did on the Grammys, and I will always be on Bill Burr's side no matter what. Also because we're on his network. But he's a comedian, dude. So of course, if you hire Bill Burr, what do you expect?
You expect to get
Bill Burr. Right.
You've seen his last special. You expect to get Bill Burr.
Yeah. So let's just watch what he said, and then maybe, Marcus, if you watch, you'll have an opinion about it. Let's check this out. Let's see what Bill Burr said.
Was I the only one who wanted to kill himself during that piano solo?
Okay.
I bought a suit for this. I thought I was going to be on TV. I'm such a moron. I am losing so much money right now.
That's awesome.
All right, shout out to all the rock stars that I wanted to meet tonight who are watching at home instead. I'm talking to you, Don Dawkins. All right?
Now, see, that's pause
That's
it.
great.
That's a
When
good
I'm
little
old, that was
joke.
my
It's just a
first-
joke
Gonna
about
be
how,
on TV.
he's an
What a
older
suit.
guy, and he was hoping to meet at the Grammys Dawkins. Don Dawkins
Who
from Dawkins.
hasn't been relevant in
Rocking
40
with
years.
Dawkins, right. So that's
Which is funny.
That's a
It's
joke.
funny. It's great.
But okay, so right out the gate though, he's insulted the piano soloist, whoever that was.
Don't know who that was.
He
but
says, "Did anyone else want to kill themselves during that piano solo?" Now, this is just a good old icebreaker. You know what I mean? But some people can't take jokes if it's their expense. So that's the first thing he did that may have pissed off some people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now the Dawkins joke, that's a joke more about him. He's making fun of how old he is.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, the Alan Jackson. Let's continue.
Moron. I am losing so much. All the rock stars that I wanted to meet tonight who are watching at home instead. I'm talking to you, Don Dawkins.
Yes.
All right?
Dawkins.
What? I'm old. That was my first concert. All right. Here are the next categories.
Also,
All right. Hey, how many feminists are like going nuts? So why is this cis white male doing all this Latino stuff?
all right, pause it. That's it, right? That's the whole thing? Yeah. Okay, good. Did you hear that? Did you understand that?
I understood the
Stamos?
Dawkins. Yeah, I remember Dawkins from back in the day.
The last one.
the white male.
Why
blonde
is this?
Latino.
Yeah. Did you hear what he said? Why is this cis white male doing all the Latino stuff? Do you know what a cis white male is? It's okay if you don't. 'Cause I didn't.
No, cis.
Yeah.
No.
A cis white male. Do you know?
No.
Okay, I had to Google it. Actually, I put a tweet out. Thank you, Grammys and Bill Burr, for making me Google cis white male. Because I had no clue what it was. Let me ask my interns back here. Have you ever heard of it? Do you know what it is?
I have no clue.
Okay,
Amar said yeah.
I feel like Amar probably knows.
He
Amar?
said he did know.
Okay, well, maybe he could tell me. You know. Oh, there's no microphone. That's right.
Amar.
So Amar, I knew Amar would know because he's in the know. No, Isaiah, put it back. Weirdo. You look like. What does he look like? You need bagpipes. That's what you need. I feel like if we hooked pipes into your belly, it would play music.
When the Saints
You
come
could just
marching in.
Yeah, you just push his belly. There it is.
Right on cue.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what, D. Allen Jackson, if you can have that ready for the next time someone says the secret word, you can play it underneath the shot taking. All right, so I Googled what is a cis white male.
How do you spell that? SIS?
You would think
Yeah.
it's CIS. Yeah. Amar is eagerly, he wishes he had a microphone so he could tell us. Amar, you could walk over there and take Elliot's or Isaiah's microphone and tell everybody. Do you want to tell everybody?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So a cis-white male is a concept invented by idiots on the internet to describe normal people.
Oh, I love this.
Basically, cis is short for cisgendered, in that cis are guys who identify as guys and girls who identify as girls, in contrast to trans, which is girls who identify as guys and guys who identify as girls.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Amar. Now, did you had no clue. So you are cis white male. You're a cis white male. I'm a cis white male. Not cis as in sissy.
Yeah.
Cis as in cisgender, which means you do identify with the parts that you were given when you were born.
Yes.
Right. And I had no clue about that.
No.
So Bill Burr comes out and goes, "Oh, can you hear all the feminists screaming, why is this cis white male hosting the Grammys and talking Latino stuff?" And that's kind of what pissed a lot of people off. Plus, which you didn't see in here, he kind of mispronounced the lady's name that won the award.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So look, my whole point on this is if you hire Bill Burr, this is what you're going to get. Don't blame Bill Burr.
For being Bill Burr.
For being Bill Burr. Yeah. I mean, would you get mad at a honeybee for making honey?
No.
That's what they do.
It's their thing.
It's their thing. So good luck trying to cancel Bill Burr. He's like...
He's got his own network.
Yeah, he started his own thing. He has his own pirate ship. He's out here floating around doing what he wants. So thank you, Bill Burr. Happy St. Patrick's Day, you sis. I'm also a cis.
You're a cis.
Okay, so we've been going for a good 28 minutes now. Any interesting comments, interns, Isaiah or Elliot? I asked people to tell us what their fondest St. Patrick's Day memory is. Has anyone even broached the subject?
No, sir, but one person loved your glasses, one person hated them. So
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
That's
someone on Facebook says you look like a redneck Elton John. I believe it was Samantha.
That's good. I like that one. What does Isaiah look like? Please leave that in the comments.
We're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I kind of like a Irish Mario brother.
Luigi?
Yeah.
Luigi's
Loogie.
Luigi.
He's Loogie.
Yeah, that's great.
No, but seriously, leave us a comment. We want to know what does he look like. Don't forget, we're going to play a dating game with this handsome fella. Ladies, I need you to go to the Country-ish Facebook fan page and submit yourself. Let us know if you're interested.
Submit yourself.
I didn't mean it to sound like that. Submit your entry. Oh, no, that sounds bad too. Make yourself available. Oh, God, I'm getting canceled.
Just comment.
Fill out your paperwork.
Let us know if you're interested. There we go. In playing the dating game. And Isaiah is going to play a dating game. We're going to, 3 girls will zoom into the show, right? Cis females will zoom into the show. It doesn't have to be. You can be whatever you want. So, but we need 3 people to play the game. We'll give you the Zoom info. You'll come on the show. He'll ask you questions. And whoever wins, whoever he picks, we're going to take him out on a date. We're going to take you to a fancy restaurant. We're going to have a limousine. We'll take you to a nice event, and you will be on the show. How about them apples? What do you think about that, Stamos?
Not like a good old steak.
Yeah. Don't you wish you wasn't cis?
Yeah, I mean,
You'd go out with him?
I'm down for a date with this guy.
Isaiah, you'd go out with Stamos, wouldn't you?
If he
He's
wore that
handsome.
hat? If Loogie wore
No.
that hat?
Well, I mean, you'd go out to eat with him just for a dinner.
He said no.
He turned you
Kind of
down.
That's
hurt
his
your
problem.
feelings, I know.
He did.
He don't
Kind
like
of hurt
you.
your feelings, didn't it?
See how it is.
Listen.
Don't call or text me anymore.
Also, we have a talent show that we're doing. Do you have a talent? Do you like to draw, paint, sketch, or doodle? Do you remember those commercials?
It's a sketch.
The Art Institute.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you have a talent, put that on the Country-ish Facebook fan page, and eventually we're going to have a talent show. So far, Roseanne Henshaw is winning. There may be others up there. I don't know. I haven't checked it in a second.
I think Rick Sanford.
Rick Sanford III
He put in.
put an entry in. That's right. Did you see it?
I saw some
What was
of his work.
It was artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away.
Okay, well, there you go. Tune in to find out more information about the dating game. Also, what else is trending? Because here's what I do. I go to the Twitters, okay? And then I click on the hashtag. And then what I do is click on trending. Like I said, I want you to know we're in the know. We're current. It's not going to get all political or pandemic-y. It's just random things that we think that you might like to know that we are also in the know of. All right. I think the Jameson's kicking in.
Yeah.
Alan?
Yeah.
How
Might
are
have
you?
to take over.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. And I screwed up.
Did we say it?
I said it. It was an accident.
Oh.
It was Jameson was the next word. All right, listen, are you playing at home? Let's take a shot. All right, everybody get in here. Get your Tito's. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And the secret word has been said. I said it accidentally.
Really?
I swear. I wasn't not on purpose.
2 down.
Man, that's like running over your
Hey,
own.
Alan, play that bagpipe music while we do this. If you can think of it. Is that yours or mine?
That's mine.
Where's yours? Where's mine? All right, here. We'll get you a little bit more then. Just a tingy. All right, where's mine at? Where's my shot glass?
I don't. No.
Oh, no, I didn't hear, didn't I? Okay. Well, boys.
We'll see who lasts through the end of the show. Who will be the host at the end of the show?
Alan will have
There's actually one more secret word after this. And I screwed up. That was on me. I hope you're drinking at home. Happy St. Patty's Day. Remember, we gave it up for Lent, but you're allowed to do it now.
Yeah.
Nasty.
It is.
It's rugged.
Actually, it's not bad. This is good whiskey right here.
I hope the third secret word is Uber.
Right.
Ladies, come pick me up.
I'm actually looking
Somebody
up the
hit
third.
me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, should I go ahead and announce? All right. So, we're down to one word. And we are only 30 minutes into this podcast. The next secret word is. The secret word is leprechaun. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's move on. Best trends. The WWE. You know what that is?
World Wrestling Federation.
Well, that's an
Enterprise.
WWE.
E. World
That-
Wrestling. I don't know the E, man.
All right, go ahead, Isaiah.
It's entertainment. It used to be Federation in like 1999, and then they changed it to Entertainment in 2000.
That's the last time I watched it was 99.
Well, they're celebrating Stone Cold Steve Austin Week and Austin 316 Day. Since today's March 16th, they're commemorating the 25-year anniversary of the Legends Wrestling debut. And there it says it, Happy 316 Day. I don't know a lot about this because I'm not a wrestling guy so much. I mean, I was back as a kid. And I like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's like a working man. He's like a country dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like chugs beer and smashes it on his head and does all kinds of stuff and gets your
He
face.
was the All-American guy back then. Like,
All-American
everybody
dude.
liked him.
Kind of rednecky
He drank
dude.
beer.
He's country-ish.
Yeah, he was. He was fun.
But not sure if I like the 316 part of it. Seems a little sacrilege. Makes me nervous because I know Mimosa's watching. She's gonna be upset about this, right? Because he got that from John 3:16.
Yeah, which says
Was in the Bible. Yeah, you don't know it?
Let's put him on the spot.
Something about. I'm not gonna quote it, right?
Let me
Because
quote
even
it.
me joking about it might be sacrilege.
Well, be serious about it. What does it mean? What does it say?
Elliot knows. Elliot, lean in and tell everybody.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
He didn't read that off anything.
No, he knows.
He didn't read that.
So that's John 3:16, right? And apparently, Stone Cold was fighting a dude. Isaiah, go ahead.
It was Jake the Snake Roberts, who he was fighting at King of the Ring, and he beat Jake the Snake. and he cut a promo on Jake the Snake, basically saying, "You thump your Bible around, you're quoting all these Bible verses." But Austin 3:16 says, "I just whooped your ass."
Oh, even worse.
That's even worse.
Cuss daddy.
But he did beat the serpent,
Oh, now there you go.
so that's encouraging.
Maybe he was talking to the snake and not Jake. Alan, you were shaking your head like you don't believe this. This is.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Anyway, that's what's trending. And I love you, Mom. Let's move on. Look, we're going to play a game, dudes. Look at all these Screen Actors Guild residual checks I got right here. Oh, Alan, I never put the number up. Feel free to cut in on me. Did you put the number up?
I did now.
Okay. All right, so I should kill time then.
Just a minute or two.
Got it. Here's what's up. Jameson's kicking in. I got, how many, look at this.
13.
13 different Screen Actors Guild residual checks, unopened. I'm going to have one of these guys pick one at random. We'll open it. I'll tell you what it's for and how it's airing. And you call into the show. There should be a phone number down here. Call into the show. We're going to take your phone calls. And the person who gets closest to the amount wins the check. I'm going to mail it to you. I've already done a couple.
Yeah.
Remember that big one I lost?
Yeah.
How much was it? $902?
$902,
Yeah, and 37 cents.
That would have hurt the common man. Not have hurt you, but it would have hurt the common man.
It still hurt. $900 always hurts, dude. That's that's a lot of money just to give away. You know what I could do with $900?
That's a weekend at the Hilton.
That's some mag wheels.
Mag wheels.
That's some cloverleaf mag wheels.
Yeah. So therefore, call in, guess the amount. We're going to take your phone calls. Closest person wins the check.
Yeah.
We used to play it different, where like you had to get it exactly right.
Yeah, it was almost impossible.
But now we're just going to closest one wins the check. How about one of you right now? Just shuffle through here. Pick one at random. I'm not going to.
Wait, Sean with a W. Sean.
And Sean with the W is the correct spelling.
Boom.
If your mother spelled your name with a U, you probably should be mad.
Ooh. Wow. Is that the preppy way of spelling Sean?
It's the correct way. It's obvious.
Good Irish name, right?
That's a good Irish name.
I don't know.
Your middle name is?
Patrick.
You're as Irish as I've ever known.
Born on St. Patrick's Day, dude.
This is. I
Wait a
didn't know
minute.
this. I didn't know your middle name was Patrick.
Yes. I mean,
You were born on St. Patrick's Day, and your middle name is Patrick. Did they do it on purpose?
well, I probably had a biological crackhead mother who decided that was probably a good idea.
It is a great idea.
But you're way too tall to
Look
be
at us
Irish.
now.
I am the
Irish
tallest
people are small.
leprechaun currently in America.
Wait, what'd you say?
Tallest leprechaun in
Oh!
Why did you do that?
I didn't mean to.
Leprechaun was the third and last secret word. Thank God we're done with this.
I
Stamos,
gotta
go
open
ahead
another one.
and get you another vodka.
What a time killer. Jeez.
I thought the name, like if you said it, you individually had to drink. I didn't know all of us had to drink.
No, and people at home are supposed to be drinking
They're
with
drinking
us.
with us.
Yeah.
Send us your pictures.
Virginia's drunk right now. We know they're drunk.
Virginia is hammered.
They're hammered.
And so might be
Ohio?
other people up in here. Ohio, North Carolina,
North Carolina's well.
All right, let's do
parts
this.
of Florida.
Let's not talk about it.
Anybody need a chaser?
No.
All right, Mark, you want one, buddy? Sure. Get Mark up in here. Let's get Mark one. I feel like this guy served our country, and now I want to serve him. Mark, happy St. Patrick's Day. I like that you dressed the part. You're looking good. Thank you for your service. Don't get near Elliot on that because he might trigger a flashback, and I don't want to get blamed for anything. All right, get in there. Get in there. Get on camera. Elliot, get out of the way.
You got a toast? Have you got a toast, Mark?
I got a toast.
Oh, wait.
Stamos got a
Marcus
toast.
Stamos has a toast for us. Can you hear back
It's
in
a
there?
full house tonight.
Oh, full house.
I was just going to say, here's to the last word of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Got it, Mark? Okay.
It doesn't get any better.
Now you must speak Irish, or because you've got it.
Gaelic.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a residual check here. Sorry.
It was better earlier.
This here residual check. Okay. Alan, do we have people have called in, possibly? We've got 2 people on the line. Call the phone number. Did you leave it up there? I know you're busy.
It was up there for a good while.
Yeah. So there's a number on the screen. Call that number right now. There's only 2 people. We're going to play with 4. And I forgot to put the number up, so this is my fault. But I'll start in-house. And, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, this camera's just pepper.
Cameras up. All right. We're going to start in-house. We'll play with you guys, okay? And we'll have an in-house winner. And this will be a good time for people at home watching live to read my poker face. Bye, poker face. Bye, poker face. Got, poker face. Got. I like making Mark laugh.
It's hard.
I make noises. It's easy. I just make a face like a child. Listen, we're going to have an in-house winner, and then you read my poker face. Then we'll take the phone calls. And hopefully, my poker face with these guys will have given you clues as to who's closer and how you should guess. Got it? All right.
Real quick, though, John,
Yeah.
I like to make you laugh, but the other day you made me sad.
Oh, no.
When I wanted to talk to you on the phone and you
What happened?
blew me off.
What are you talking about?
You said
When?
you were getting ready to watch a movie the other night when I tried to call and you
Yes, I
text me,
was.
"What's up?" Was you really getting ready to watch a movie?
Yeah, I was sitting with Boothang Jody.
Okay.
We're at her place. We were watching a movie.
On Netflix. You were Netflix and chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no time
Yeah,
to talk on the phone.
You had time. You
That's
always
when,
have time.
That's when texting is great. Oh, you want me to do this? Hang on, Jody. Mark needs nothing.
Pause.
What's up, buddy? and he'd be like, "What are you doing?" Watching a movie. What's up? Oh, nothing. Just want to see if we're good for tomorrow. Yeah. Could have done that in 3 words on a text.
Yeah.
Because I know what it is.
Yeah, but one of these days you're going to be like, "Man, I wish that guy was still here to call me." You know.
Why do you take it to doomsday, dude? Why do you do that?
Okay, back to the game. I'm sorry.
So crazy. Have you ever met a more... I don't know if you're a cis male.
I need attention, man.
Hey, you need attention.
A little bit of yours.
Hey, I love you, buddy.
A little bit of yours
Don't
would
worry
be
about
better.
it, man. Just know if I can't talk in the moment, there's a reason I'm doing text, because I'm doing something else. There are
I'll
other
remember.
people.
That's what I'm going to start
He'll
doing.
be
my
done
life.
in 5 minutes. He'll call you after that.
Look, at home, watch the poker face. These 2 guys are going to guess. Then we'll take your phone calls. Any phone calls?
No, just 2.
Just 2 people. Is the number still on the screen?
Yeah.
Leave it up there, okay? Call this number right now if you want to play this game. All right, here we go. This is for...
What's the name of the game?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, buddy.
We get to all do this together.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's going to be big.
This will be fun.
We haven't done this in a while.
Here we go. So, from time to time, I get checks mailed to me from the Screen Actors Guild. And I've done some acting in my day. I've been in some commercials. I've been in some sitcoms and movies, some adult films I'm not proud of. But they have to pay you when they air these things. And we made a game out of this. It's a little game that we like to call... How much is that Screen Actors Guild Residual check?
I think they heard us
We
outside.
harmonized.
Yeah.
Probably
I think
upstairs
they
and
just ran
outside.
all the snakes out of Ireland
Serpents.
with our flute throats.
Flute throat.
This is Jane the Virgin.
Thank you, the Alan Jackson. I need you to remind me of things from time to time. This is one check for an episode of Eastbound and Down.
Ooh.
Chapter 23. And it is video, DVD, and basic cable. Video, DVD, and basic cable. One check, chapter 23, Stamos.
You said chapter 23?
Jordan's chapter.
Chapter 23.
No, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with $23.17.
$23.17.
Did you watch?
Yep. I thought you were high.
Let's
that-
move over to...
So when he done his eyeballs like that, you got that? I was high.
You was high.
He didn't look down.
He didn't look down. If you went high.
Who knows,
point.
dude? Do you play poker? There's little hints. There's tells. I'd love to play poker with you. We never played poker together.
No, we've not. I've
I'd be
seen you play.
afraid to play
I've seen
poker with
you play poker with some comedians before on Poker Time, and
Yeah.
you're real bad at it. So
Well, I actually did
bring
well.
some cash.
I won. I mean, I did well to the very end. I screwed up at the end. It was an accident, but I feel like you'd be good at it.
I think I'm going to go. You ready?
Wait, how much is scratch?
$17 and 23 cents for episode 23.
It's right around there.
Okay.
I got nothing.
The Alan Jackson. How many people are on the phone? Still just 2. Should we go with an intern back here? All right, let me go with Isaiah, the intern, or shall I say the Irish Mario brother, Loogie. Loogie!
How about Nick
Miggly me?
Loogie?
What's it? Wait, what's happening? I don't know if we're hearing this on the podcast.
$18.83.
1883. High.
You're locked in. Elliot? Yes, sir. Well, first of all, I got to address the situation. I appreciate you wearing the green bandana and the green shirt. There's a green screen behind you. I don't know if anyone has seen anything but the top of your head. That's what she said. But also, I don't know if a lot of people watching this podcast have ever seen your face.
Probably not.
Can you at least show people what you look like? Just for a second. You can put the...
You sure?
Put the bandana back on. I mean, look, Luigi doesn't get sick.
You sure it's safe?
I'm not sure it's safe, but I would like to see it.
Okay.
You don't have to take it all the way off. Just pull it down. Let people know who is Elliot. Oh, of course he's wearing my mask. I didn't plan that.
He is beautiful.
Oh, you look great.
Thank you very much.
All right, what's your guess?
$15.11.
Okay.
You look like Ray Stevens when you do that.
All right, I'll take it. All right, that's it. Unless we only have 2 people, that's fine.
Let's have the 2 people from the call.
All right, well let's go with Amar. Amar, why don't you walk over there to one of them microphones? Have you guess? What's your guess, Amar?
Okay, I'm gonna go with $16.69.
Well, you know, I like the I part of it. But watch this. All right, Alan, you want to play?
No.
All right, let's just get to the 2 phone calls. All right, let's get somebody on the horn. Hi, John Reap here from the Country-ish Podcast. Who am I talking to?
Your friend Roseanne Henshaw.
Roseanne Henshaw. Roseanne Henshaw. All right, happy St. Patty's Day, Roseanne. A day early. Happy birthday to Sebastian. Roseanne, you've been watching my poker face, hopefully. How much guys got you?
Yep. Ooh, boy.
Tough.
I originally had one price, and I kind of turned myself down on it because I was watching what you looking like and stuff, and there's a big delay on the screen, so I'm kind of trying to see if I can see some sign of what you're doing on there, because there's like about like a 30-second delay.
Stamos about to fall asleep.
Looking at
Huh?
$17 and 26 cents.
Well, maybe you'll be closer than the next person, because there's only one other person.
Maybe.
Well, about that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what happened? Go ahead. Dion.
I need to tell something. So basically, I don't know why, but our system didn't refresh. We have like 15 people in the waiting room, so we're good. But all right, but listen, we're gonna take We're gonna take 3 more at random. I'll take one who's been on the hold for a long time, and then 2 more at random.
I had a feeling something was up.
Yeah, it wasn't updating for us. I apologize. So we have a lot of people.
Let me just in advance thank everyone for calling in. We love that. Really appreciate you. Roseanne Henshaw just made a guess. First one out the gate. We're going to do 3 more because we're only doing 4 cloverleaf. Right? There's only 4 leaves on the clover, so we're doing 4. So that was Roseanne. And here's my face on Roseanne's guess. All right. Now, the Alan Jackson. I want you at random to pick a next person. Hey, who am I talking to?
You're talking to Sean, spelled the right way, with a U, Kelly.
You, Sean with a U, Kelly. Go
I know
ahead.
you're mad at your mother, Sean, and it's okay. It's okay. You can talk to your mother. I mean, I feel sorry for you, brother. You've had to live this life with the wrong spelling of your name. But we love you.
I would like to ask Sean with a U, Kelly, a question. Sean with a U, Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Do you like it when people pronounce your name Sean?
No.
Straightforward and to the
Sean.
point. Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah, or the southern way, Sean. That's fine.
Sean.
That works too.
Yeah, but it's not Shan.
Now, tomorrow I'm going to be Sean O'Kelly.
No one likes Shan. Okay, Sean with a U, Kelly. How much, guys?
Well, considering that intern Amar stole my actual guess, I'm going to go with $17 and my usual 69 cents.
Okay. Well, appreciate the guess, Sean the U, Kelly. I'm going to do a poker face so that people will know what I think about that guess. Here we go.
Let's just say you don't have to buy me anything at the Daytona Beach anytime soon.
What was Roseanne Henshaw's guess? Does anyone remember her guess?
1726.
All right. So both of those guesses, here's the face. That was for both. The Alan Jackson at random. Yeah. Put him on hold. The Alan Jackson at random. Let's pick another person from the 15 in the bullpen. Hi, John Reap here. You're on the Country-ish show. Who am I talking to?
Lori from Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. Now, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
Lori.
Glory?
Lori. Lori.
Oh, yeah, Lori. But I'm hearing a before it. Lori, Lori from Kansas City, the city of fountains.
That is correct. Home of the Chiefs.
Oh, that too. Super Bowl champions. Well, for 1 year. The Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you not impressed that I knew that it was the city of fountains, guys?
No.
Lori, you've been watching the show, I hope. I hope you've been watching my poker face. I hope you make a better guess. How much is my screen access go size?
I say $17.23.
Why are people doing 17 so much? Get off the 17! Thank you for calling in, Lori. You might be winning right now. I don't know. 'Cause I'm not keeping track of this stuff. The Alan Jackson does that. Put her on hold. The Alan Jackson. We're down to one more person because we're doing with the four corners. We're going the Shamrock. Hi, John Reap here. Who am I talking to?
This is Josh W. in Grand Junction, Colorado.
Ooh, Josh W.
He's called in before.
Grand Junction, Colorado. Marcus has said you've called in before. Is this true?
Yes, sir. Last time.
Last week.
Grand Junction. I do remember it now because I
sounded like I was in a shoe.
Yes. Yeah. No, you're better now. More like a caboose from Grand Junction.
Had to steal the work phone.
No, you sound great. Have you been watching us this whole time?
Trying my best.
Have you noticed my poker face?
I have.
All right. Well, let's hope that you have a better guess. How much?
Yeah, I think everybody's been a little low on that. And I don't want to push my luck too hard, so I'm going to say 1824.
Locking in the Alan Jackson. This is how the game
It's
is
the
played.
altitude in Colorado. That's what's causing this.
Oh, dude, I bet he's
It's the
covered in
altitude.
snow right now.
It's covered in snow. It's the altitude.
Is he still on the phone? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Are you covered in snow right now?
Surprisingly, I'm on the western side, so I'm dry as a bone.
Oh, right. Very good. Well, then you don't need my help in helping you shovel your driveway because you ain't
sir.
winning this dang check. Put him on hold. All right, the Alan Jackson. For shits and gigs, should we do one more? Because we got 15 of them. Let's do one more. I know I said 4, but I feel bad because for a minute we're at 2, then we jumped to 15.
Yeah, we jumped pretty high.
Let's do one more, and then we'll move on. One more. This last one. Hi, John Reap here. Who am I talking to?
You are talking to Clint Parker from Austin, Texas.
Oh, new dude.
Yeah. Texas.
Clint Parker, Austin, Texas, with a great connection, by the way. And
Yeah,
Austin is one of my favorite cities in the world. Congratulations, man. Austin, they say keep. Go ahead, buddy. I cut you off.
Oh, no, it's fine. I've been here since '84, and my wife and I are in a rock and roll band. How about them apples?
I love it. Give yourself a plug.
Woo! All right, we're called Traces Left, and we just put out a new EP, and we're going to be playing a bunch of gigs at Come and Take It Live across the next couple months, and then another one at 121 Bar.
Wait a second.
And
Traces Left?
yes, like the opposite of Leave No Trace.
Oh, I love it. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were doing a.
Yeah, I did too.
I thought he was doing like a spin on racist. Like the racist left, like the tracist left, or maybe he's leaning left wing versus right wing. That's where my brain went. But hey, man, I'm glad you called in.
It's a camping thing.
Have you guys been to Austin, Texas ever?
I've not. I would love to go.
You got to go to Austin. One of my favorite cities. They like to say keep Austin weird. It's a weird town, but it's a fun town. Very exciting. Okay, buddy. Forgot your name already.
Oh, yeah.
What's your name again?
Okay. Clint Parker.
Clint
And
Parker. You've been watching? You've been hopefully watching my poker face? How much?
Oh, yeah.
How much is it?
72-15.
What did he say? What did he say?
72-15, I think.
72-15? Why'd you go so high?
He has a lot of faith in you, man.
I know. I like that, though.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I believe it. Why?
Everything's big.
Everything's big in Texas. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of
Texas.
Hey, just so you know, I've got family in Hickory.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah? What's their names?
My brother's wife and her parents, they are from Hickory, North Carolina. And my niece actually went to Appalachian State out there, and I grew up going to vacation in Goldsboro, North Carolina, and I was born in Lawrence.
Vacation in Goldsboro.
What? There's nothing there.
That's awesome.
That's how my parents treated me.
Dude, you're a military family, right?
My dad was military, but yes, pretty kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
Kind of, but not really.
All right, buddy.
Didn't
Well,
travel
thank
as
you
mil-
so much for calling into the show. I appreciate you watching. All that said, put them on hold, the Alan Jackson, and let's go ahead and finish this game out. I know you've been busy. Have you been keeping up? Do you want to do the in-house winner first?
Sure. I just need to know the amount.
Oh, Mark. Hand that to Mark and don't look at it.
It doesn't matter. But I didn't.
Thank you. All right, so Mark is going to give the check to the Alan Jackson. The Alan Jackson is going to look at the amount, and he's going to tell us who was the winner in-house. And then we're going to pick the winner on the phones, the people who called in, all 15 of you, and I appreciate you calling in. And don't worry, we got a lot of show left. Jamie Kennedy is going to be zooming in. We got a small town news story. It's great. All right, let's fight.
Thank you, Mark.
The Alan Jackson. Talk to me, Goose.
All right, so it looks like that for the in-house winner, it is Mr. Elliott.
Elliot, all right, congratulations. You win nothing. Now, good day. All right. With that being said, the Alan Jackson, would you like to get the winner on the phone with me, and then I'll talk to him?
Yes.
Let's do it that way.
All right, the winner is on the line with you right now.
All right, congratulations. Who am I talking to?
Lori?
Lori. That's right. Lori from?
Kansas City. I never ever win anything.
Kansas City.
City of
Here I
Fountains.
come. City of Fountains. They have more fountains in Kansas City than
Like
any
Minnesota
other
has
city.
the
All
most
right, so
lakes.
John,
Yeah.
Lori's guess was $17.23.
Okay. Lori, you and everybody
Yes.
else was a little high.
Okay.
A little high. So I want you to come down. And I want you to come down by an increment of an Abraham Lincoln. Go.
1722.
Abraham Lincoln is on the 5.
Abraham Lincoln is on a penny, so she's technically right.
Oh, dang. All right. Think of a paper Abraham Lincoln.
1623.
Huh?
Then it would be 1623 because I chose 1723 the first time.
Well, remember, the paper Lincoln is a $5
Yeah.
bill. So let's minus the 17, knowing that the paper Lincoln is a 5, and how much you get.
1223.
$12.78, Lori! What are you going to do with all that cash? Lori, how are you going to spend all this $12.78?
I don't know. Maybe get my nails done.
There you go. You can get
Put it on my nails.
all
Get my nails done.
all
One
20 of
hand.
them done.
One hand done.
Yeah, I don't know how much they charge where you're from, Lori, but I'm glad you called in. Congratulations. Now, to get this check, you got to do homework. You have to go to countryish.com, countryish.com, go to the contact section, and then send us an email with your info, including your address and all that jazz, and I will endorse this check, and I will mail it to you, and you will have this check. How about them apples?
I think that's great.
All righty then. Thank you, and that is how we play. How much is this credential visual check? All right, the Alan Jackson. We've been going a while. We got a me. We got a Heffernan Reap. Jamie Kennedy's supposed to zoom in at some point. I don't know when, if he's late or whatever. And we have a small town news. What would you like to do next?
I think we need to take an ad break.
Let's take an ad break. All right, let's do that. We'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Hey, everybody, John Reap here, and I want you to go cruising with me. Not in our cars, but on a ship. Yeah, let's take a ship together. It's the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise, November 6th through 11 this year. We leave out of Port Canaveral, Florida. We go to a private beach in Haiti where they have the world's longest zip line over water. We're going to Nassau, and it's 5 days, baby. I'm doing a podcast, I'm doing karaoke, and I'm doing stand-up comedy, and we're even doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga. So get on the boat with me. Go to johnreap.com, click on the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise, and this is the t-shirt you get. Isn't that something? I'll see you on the boat. Hey, Chattanooga, it's your old pal John Reap here, and guess what? I'm coming at you, Chew. I'm coming to the Comedy Catch, Comedy Club, that's right. March 19th and 20th. I got 2 shows on that Friday and 2 shows on that Saturday. And I want you two to come see me. Click on the tickets down there. Maybe they're up there. One or the other. All right, we're back. Thanks for hanging in there. We have a lot of more show to do. I've had so much fun so far. Sebastian, are you having a ball?
Having a blast, brother. Having a blast.
I'm having a good time, too. But we got to get to the next segment because he's in the bullpen. And I took my hat off. I took my beads off out of respect to this man.
Thank goodness.
I don't,
Don't be
I'm not making a joke out of this interview.
Yeah.
Because I do respect this guy. He's a very good actor and a funny dude, and he gets stuff done. Perhaps you've seen him in the movie Scream or many, many, many other things. You know the guy. You know the name. Please welcome to the show, Jamie Kennedy.
Zoomin Who, take another look and tell me that.
And joining me right now, the very funny, very talented, very handsome Jamie Kennedy. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, brother. Thank you. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for doing this. I got so many things I want to talk to you about, and I'm very excited that you're doing this because one of the many reasons I love Jamie Kennedy, and I'm also mad for you in a weird way because I think Punk'd stole your idea. You had a show called the Jamie Kennedy Experiment that was the funniest thing I had seen at that point, and I'm like, this is amazing. And then Punk'd comes out. Did I get that order right?
Yeah, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. And wait, you can see my eyes here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like, because I can't. Well, I did so. Yeah, I did. Actually, we were doing. You know how it is. We're trying to you're trying to develop a show and stuff, and so we were trying to develop the show. And we had like a couple episode order.
Yeah,
and we were doing that, and I had heard because like you know how Hollywood is. It's like nothing happens, and then something happens, and then 4 of the same type of thing happen.
Right,
and they just follow. So I was just starting to do the show, and I had heard because like Tom Green had a show, and then there was Totally Hidden Video, and then there was Spy. There was something on NBC, and so that was in the air.
Right.
And I had heard that MTV was developing kind of like a prank show, but they were like, "Oh, it's very different than yours." And then at the end of my first season, like probably like 40% of my staff left.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, where are you guys going? They're like, oh, there's another show at MTV, and so we all got moved up a job.
What?
And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, so if you were like the caterer, if you were like the coffee boy on my show, you were like, a personal assistant. If you were a personal assistant, you were a supervising producer. And I'm like,
oh,
what?
Man.
And so then they were like, and then boom, the next thing I know, they shot at some of the same locations I did. Now, totally different bits, but I'm like, what the fuck? Dude. So they definitely like looked at my shit, and yeah. I'm not, I'm flattered. And at the end of the day, it was a very different show. But yeah, there was definitely some borrowing.
I love a good hidden camera prank show, and you did one of the funniest pranks. You were a lifeguard at a pool, and you told everybody to get out of the pool. And then you went in the pool and just started taking a piss. I just loved that. It was simple. And
yes.
It was great.
It was a hot day at the Palms, and everybody was in there, and I was a lifeguard, and I had the thing. And I said, all right, everybody has to exit the pool for 3 minutes while I take a small bathroom break. And then everybody left the pool.
Right. That's what it was.
And then I went into the pool, and then I was just like,
That's awesome.
They were like, what?
I mean, I grew up in a town that had a community pool like that, and it always pissed me off when the lifeguard would get everybody out, and then they would just get in there and swim. Like, that was a thing. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why do you need to swim? But, yeah, no, that was great, man. So, all right, you grew up in Pittsburgh? No, Philadelphia.
Philly,
outside of Philadelphia. And you came to L.A., when you were like 18 or something?
Right when I turned 19, I came, right? Yeah, I came there and had no idea what I was going to do, but I just felt that I had to be here.
Yeah. And then did you do a lot of extra gigs first? Okay.
Yeah, so a long story short, I'll just keep, since we don't have as much time as I would love, but I got to be an extra in Deb Poets Society, which was crazy. That shot in Delaware.
Yeah.
And that's a long story, but I was taking an acting class, and one of the actors' moms knew me, and I went and I met the first AD and then boom, I got hired as an extra, and that was like, kismet. It just happened. And then I was so in love with the experience. I was on it for 4 days. I was like, I got to do this. So then I saved up enough money, and I was like, I'm going to move to LA because that's like where all the extras are.
Yeah.
So that's why I was going to start doing that. And that's what I really was going to do. I was like, I'm going to work my way in this business somehow. I didn't know about acting or anything, but I just want to be on a set.
Yeah.
And then everything kind of started learning stuff. I started learning about under 5 lines, agents, headshots. People was like, you should try stand up. I was like, how do you even do that? I had no idea.
That's what I was going to ask you. Which came first, like acting or the stand-up? When I moved to LA, like I had done some stand-up first, and then I went there, and then everyone told me, well, you need to start auditioning for commercials and get into this extra business. And I didn't know much about it. And I remember I did like 2 years of extra work. And it can be grueling, man, because it's like they treat you like crap. The second AD's always yelling at you. You get these horrible box lunches. And I was in a stadium scene for the movie Ali. And I remember, but you don't see me. I'm like in the nosebleeds, and I'm sitting with these cardboard cutouts just doing this, trying to get some movement. It was ridiculous. But no, I know that pain of having to do the extra work. But you do learn a lot, and I'm glad I did it.
But you're on a set.
Yes.
I mean, you're literally at the craft service, and you might, you're like Robin Williams is reaching for a baby carrot.
Right.
I mean, it is pretty incredible.
Yeah. So what made you want to try the comedy? Just your love for just being funny on sets or goofing around? Or, I mean, you already had a sense of humor, obviously.
I think probably like you and I, like, can relate, like all of us can, in the sense that I was told to try it after enough time. So people are like, you're weird, you're funny, you should try it. And it wasn't something I was looking forward to doing. It's scary.
Yeah.
And then enough people tell you to do it, and then you learn about open mics. And also, I really had nothing else. You know what I mean? And it's not like I had a lot of prospects.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no barrier to entry to comedy. It's just about how much humiliation you can put up with, and how much chutzpah you have to try, and then eventually how much delusion you have. Just one like fellow open micer laughs at just a half of a line you say at a coffee house at 1 a.m. and you're like, I'm meant to do this.
Right. You only need that first little laugh. And because I remember getting my first laugh, I'm like, man, I can make this better. This was great, but I think I can make it better. And you get addicted and you keep going. And I'm glad you did, man, because I really liked your documentary, The Heckler, as well.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, and that must have been crazy.
Well, I was, how long have you been doing stand-up?
I quit my job in 1998 to just sort of hit the road as a feature act. So since 98, really.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I started in like 90, got more serious in 91. In LA, we would do like the Tony, we would do all the open mics, and then the big gig was the Tony Roma's banquet room. You get $50 and a dinner, you know what I mean? And it was like, so I was doing all that, and I did Heckler because I would play all around the country, and every show, at least I had one. Not so much a heckler as like I always tell people, we had Karens way before.
Right.
We've been doing Karens our whole career. We always had a white. I call them the white wine warriors, right?
Yes.
Right, the triple dubs. It's the white women in their 40s who drinking wine, and they just think that they they just know us better. They're going to help the show, and then if we're tired of doing, if I'm tired of doing that same impression, I'm like, oh, let me fuck with her for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we'll go with it.
Yeah.
And I had that every show, and so I was like working with the director to do my first special, and he's like, I'm like, these are funnier than my act, and he's like, yeah, they're pretty funny. And so we started stringing them together, and that's how Heckler came. But it was a precursor to how critical we are now. It's like now the amount of anger online is. Whew.
No, and you were way ahead of the curve. That was in 2007, and it's gotten probably a little crazier since then. So I want to ask you about your how did you? So my dad was a big influence in my life. In terms, I think he was a funny guy. I get my comedy from him. I think my sense of humor I got from him. Where do you think you got it from? Like in your family, mom, dad, both?
Multiple things. My dad was a really funny guy, but not like a well-crafted funny guy. He was a funny thing. So you would laugh at him. He's actually from the South. He's from Knoxville. So I have a lot of roots in Knoxville. And my mom was actually kind of a crafted, funny, sarcastic person from Philly. So it was like laughing at somebody, but who was a sweet person, and then laughing with somebody who was like sensing. So I got the situation of how to be a funny entity, but also how to see what funny is. Yeah. And then growing up in Philly, it's either, you're fighting or you're stealing or you're, avoiding getting punched in the face. Yeah. So you're going to make funny, do a good impression or something. Yeah. And then I think being a, young Catholic boy and going to Catholic school, all that repression, I'm just like, dude, I don't want to do this. Yeah. So I think there was a lot of that. And I think that just started looking at life, and my heroes were John Hughes movies. My heroes was Caddyshack and Chevy Chase and SNL. And, I just thought everything was, bullshit, know? So it was like, we started questioning everything, and it was like, I don't want to get a job. I want to have fun, I want to be a weekend at Bernie's. Yeah. So, and then enough people, like I said, like you don't even know you're funny, but if you're around your group of friends and you're at like a kegger and just people are laughing and you're like, enough people say it. You don't even know it can be a career, but that's how it kind of starts. We have a 3-stain policy. If you have more than 3 stains on your shirt, you can't get in.
Can I see you again?
I doubt it. This is the way.
Oh, love.
You guys break out in hives if you have to leave the Heights.
No reason to leave except if you go to the shore.
Unbelievable. Look at you guys. It's like you've been shellacked since 1997. Thought you'd grow up by now.
What, like you?
Now, you got a new movie coming out I want to talk about called Last Call. It's going to be in theaters and on demand and digital March 19th. And that takes place up in around Philly, right?
Yeah, so that kind of is like a Philly movie. It's a movie about a small town, about a guy who does well in life, and he comes back to his small city and has to kind of, basically make a decision whether he's going to gentrify the city or make it more, or save the purity of his small neighborhood bar and such. And it's like a feel good story. And Jeremy Piven is the star. Okay. But it's based on it's kind of a personal story. It's based on a lot of my neighborhood. Okay. And the guy who funded it was a great guy in my neighborhood who was a young kid who was a star athlete, who became very successful. And he became a big real estate mogul. And so he wanted to make a movie about his neighborhood. So then he hit me up, and then he got this whole cast together, dude. He got Kathy Moriarty, Bruce Dern, Jeremy, Taryn Manning, myself, Zach McGowan. It's fun, man. And it's like a feel good, and VOD for the blue states, faders for the red.
That's so true, man. That's funny. That's a great way of saying that. Yeah. So what character are you in this?
I play a guy named Whitey, and that's basically a guy we grew up with who's actually his real name, and a great dude, who always like, he was like the first dude in our neighborhood that had the Bluetooth. It was always like,
yeah.
yeah. That dude and talking real loud. You're like, who you talking
The guys
to?
that would have it in all the time and then not even be on the phone, just walk around with it.
They have it in, and it was big. Remember back in the early 2000s, that thing was small brick. So that was So I play that, and it's man, it's cool. It's a good feel good movie, and I just I hope people like it. It was like the last thing I did before the shutdown.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely check it out. And are you still doing your podcast, Hate to Break It to You?
I'm doing that. Hate to break it to you, yeah. And that you people can go on iTunes and Spotify and do that. And, just trying to stay busy.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
That's why I started this in a weird way, is because I can't go anywhere. So I might as well start something like this, and I love it. I love doing it, and so
dude, I'm so there too. It's like, isn't it nice to be in control and have your own little domain?
Yes, it's fun, and I like talking to guys like you, and I don't have to travel. It's right here. I love this technology. I love that this is acceptable now. Like audiences are getting used to, like, well, that's just what we have to watch now is Zoom stuff. Two guys just talking to each other in their living rooms or whatever. So thank you for doing this, Jamie. I really appreciate it, man.
Dude, thank you so much for having me, bro. I appreciate it. And, check out the movie March 19th. Hit me on Instagram, the Jamie Kennedy. And, dude, I just want to say I'm a huge fan, bro. And hopefully we'll get to share a stage again in real time.
I would love it. If you need me for anything, man, let me know. All right? I'm a gun for hire. All right?
I'll come down there.
All right, Jamie. I appreciate it, brother.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Take it easy, man.
Take another look and tell me that.
All right. Thank you to Jamie Kennedy. Don't forget to check out the show Last Call, coming out pretty soon in theaters. I love that dude, right? How funny is he?
Scream.
Yeah,
I remember
it's
him
great.
in Scream.
Look, we got to move on to another segment. Dare I say the anchor of the show? By the way, I appreciate you guys being quiet during the interview. You're doing really great. Like I like that you respect me when I'm talking to other celebrities that zoom in, and you just remain silent. So thank you for that.
There's all kind of questions that we would like to ask.
Yeah,
we don't get opportunity.
You don't ask us.
Yeah,
Anything you'd like to ask?
Nah, it's fine. It's okay.
It's my time with them, and I appreciate your respect on that. So, but this is our time. Right? Like the Goodies. Up there, it's their time. Down here, it's our time. It's our time down here. Scene from the Goonies. This is a segment, dare I say, the anchor of the show. I like to call in John Boy and Billy from time to time and do this as well. There's a lot of negative things going on in the news right now, a lot of politics and pandemics. We don't do that stuff. We like to find the fun, unique stories that fall through the cracks. Yes! Tell us all about it, Justin Clyde.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
Alrighty then. Out of one of your favorite places, Florida. That's right. You can always rely on Florida for a good story, right? Let me just read this to you. Here's the headline. Florida man pulls out his Dank Gummies and Medicated Nerds Rope when police asked for his ID. Now look, there's a picture of the guy. I don't know if the Alan Jackson has it up right there. How high is this dude right here? That dude, he's got the Nerd Ropes candy and the gummies that THC, they're edibles. So this happened in Collier County, Florida. I think that's Naples. A Florida man who nearly hit a gas pump pulled out a package of Dank Gummies when the deputy asked to see his driver's license. Look, let me just go ahead and say this out there. A little tip for everybody. Never, ever keep your drugs in the same pocket as your wallet. Or your car keys. You're going to have different pockets for different things. That's where this dude messed up. That's a rookie move. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Deputies said they were called to a gas station on Pine Ridge Road in Naples shortly before midnight because witnesses had a suspicious man had nearly hit a gas pump and appeared to be under the influence. Have you ever hit a gas pump? Have you guys ever done that?
I don't want to hit a gas pump.
I've drove off with a gas pump still in my car.
I can see you doing that.
I'm in a hurry.
Yeah.
And
Wait.
it comes off. Did you
Wait a
realize
second.
that?
The handle was
the
in the
handle
thing?
was in the thing. I jumped in like I'm in a hurry.
So what all came off? I mean,
The handle.
Just the handle was still
Yeah.
there? So the gas hose
Pulls
was
off.
just- oh, wow.
It detaches. It's a safety feature.
Yeah.
It is right. You know what I'm talking about?
Safety for you, but not
Yeah.
the people who are
Quarter mile
hanging
down
out at the
the
gas
road,
station
yeah.
with gas flopping around
No,
everywhere.
the gas won't come out after it pulls it off.
Okay.
But you have that in your car, and people will acknowledge that you have a gas thing in your car. That's super embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see you doing that.
Sorry.
You're very forgetful sometimes. I feel like every time I pull into a gas station, I nearly hit the pump because I'm trying to get as close as possible so I don't have to stretch the pump, the hose handle out that far. So I'm always trying to get as close as I can. Like I'm really trying to play that game of like, can I just do this? Psst, psst, or do I have to go psst? You hate that when you're too far away and you're stretching the hose. So I feel like but this guy must have came very close because people were suspicious of this dude. And I guess if you're high on gummies, it would be a very slow roll, wouldn't it? Or maybe he just did the circle where he's like, didn't know which side his gas tank was on. You know what I mean? You ever done that one?
Yeah.
You pull in and you're like, oh man, it's on that side.
Yep.
And then you
I've done
roll
that a
around
bunch.
and do the exact same thing 2 or 3 times in a row.
I've seen that done before, many times.
Records show that this guy's name is Demisio Lopez. Saw the deputy. So they called a deputy, right? People who saw this. So this dude saw the deputy and immediately asked for help calling AAA. He's asked the deputy, can you help me call AAA? Because his car wouldn't start, even though the keys were not in the ignition at the time. Lopez said he didn't have the keys to the vehicle, but then rummaged through his pockets and pulled out the keys. This dude's so high.
Yeah.
Then the deputy asked Lopez for his driver's license. So he started rifling through his pockets again, and this time pulled out a small green package labeled Dank Gummies with cannabis infused written on the label as well. So this dude, I mean, you ever try to play it cool in front of a cop? And and then you're like, oh, yes, sir. And then you pull out evidence. That's basically what he did.
You saved him a search.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like in a way he should be. This is like a Cheech and Chong movie right here. This dude's like, we're already parked. We're here, man. The deputy asked if Lopez just pulled out the THC gummies, and Lopez claimed it was normal candy. But when he was asked to hand over the package, the deputy saw it was labeled as containing 500 milligrams of THC. You ever tried an edible?
Oh, I knew we were going to go here.
I mean, I have.
I've tried one time.
All right.
I'm going to admit to everything before my birthday.
I'll take the bullet first. I've done edibles many times.
Yeah.
It's a long haul.
It was a 3-day haul for me.
Oh, no.
3 days of hell. I tried to dial 911, but I couldn't remember the number.
Oh, no. Like, does it start with, do you have to spell it out? N-I-N-E?
Yeah. That's how I
wow.
felt.
That's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
Your body's ingesting it, and it goes through the whole, it takes forever for it to be over with. In terms of, like, just smoking it, it's like, that's 10 minutes or something or whatever. But, yeah, you're in the long haul when you do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I know you've never done drugs ever in your life.
Never.
Okay.
Never done an edible.
Deputies said Lopez also had a package of medical nerds ropes. Never heard of this in my life.
Wow.
I know what nerds the candy is. I never heard of nerds ropes. Is that a real candy without the THC? Nerds Ropes?
Yeah, it
Elliot's
is.
shaking his head. Yeah. You like Nerds Ropes?
Yeah, not so much.
No. But you're familiar, huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember Nerds the candy. I like those.
I didn't know there was ropes.
Yeah, I didn't know the ropes. It's like them Benoit balls you got around your neck right now.
I thought that was a secret word for a second.
No.
Benoit?
Yeah, Benoit balls.
Spell that.
I can't.
No.
Hey, it's Elliot or Isaiah. Google Benoit balls, and let me know what happens here in a minute. Wave to me when you figured it out. Elliot, help him. He's a young man. Deputies said Lopez also had the package of medical nerd ropes that also contained 400 milligrams of THC per rope.
Ooh.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of rope.
I swear to God, this is Cheech Chong. Lopez claimed his girlfriend had a medical marijuana card due to a cancer diagnosis. Okay, now this dude. Now, I don't know if that's true. That burp surprised me.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was coming.
Well,
but if he's trying to use his girlfriend's cancer to get out of this problem, that's pretty low ball. But I guess you got to do what you got to do, right? And he's stoned out of his gourd. I mean, look at this dude. How high is that guy?
He's getting hung by Nerd Rope for sure.
He ate the whole pack.
He ate the whole pack. But yeah, it's like, oh man, it's not for me. It's my girlfriend, and she has cancer. Hoping the cop would be like, I'm sorry for you may continue to drive impaired all you want.
Be on your way.
Yeah, that didn't work. At that point, records show that Lopez was taken into custody, and a small baggie of cocaine was found on his person, in addition to the THC-infused candies.
This guy was...
It didn't stop.
Full of
He tried to give up. Maybe that was his move. Like, I'll give up the cannabis, and he'll think it's over and not search me for the cocaine. But then they found the cocaine because they arrested him. Any word on Benoit balls?
Well, before we answer that, are you still trying to get sponsors?
Can you
St.
read it
Patrick's
in
Day.
such a way that doesn't have curse words?
Oh, well, you handle
No,
because I probably couldn't.
How's it spelled? How's the word spelled?
Benwa.
Benoit.
Benoit.
Like it's
I thought it
two
was
words.
Benoit.
Yeah, it's two words.
Oh, Benoit.
I thought it's Benoit.
Benoit. Yeah, I thought it was French, like Benoit.
No,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
definitely...
Anyway, Google that on your own time.
Yeah.
And I apologize. Yeah, so he pulled out a baggie of cocaine.
Instead of his license.
No, he pulled out the weed first by accident. Then they searched him and they found the. I wonder if his cocaine was dank.
Dang.
What if he had dank cane? Needless to say, my man Demetrio here, that's his name, is behind bars with a nice felony charge of cocaine possession and a felony charge of a controlled substance. Now, it is legal to have marijuana in Florida, but you have to have a medical marijuana license. Yes. And I guess he didn't have it on him. His girlfriend maybe had it, but you can't do that. And this picture is great, though. Like, his eyes, it's almost like he needs more cocaine to keep his eyes open. Maybe that's what he was doing.
That was next, yeah.
Yeah, the move would have been like, well, hang on, I need this real quick. All right, we're good. But anyway, that's what's up in Naples, Florida. The town might be small,
but the news.
The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All righty then, man. What a show, what a show, what a show. I had a good time in here today.
Thanks for the drinks.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys playing along. Also, I want to tease next week. Next week, we're going to have on a very funny lady by the name of Chelsea Lynn, also known as Trailer Trash Tammy.
Tammy.
Yeah, so tune in next week for her. New tour dates. I'm going to be in Chattanooga, Tennessee this coming weekend at the Comedy Catch. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, March 19 and 20. It's almost sold out, so if you're thinking about it, jump on it right now. There's only like 23 tickets left for the whole thing. So 3 of the 4 shows might already be sold out. But get on it. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Come see me. Merchandise at johnreap.com as well. If you want a ginger
ropes.
beard, I should sell nerd ropes.
ropes.
Yeah. Nerd Benoit balls.
Edible.
For your butthole friends. If you want a ginger beard mask, you can get that at johnreap.com along with hats and T-shirts, all that good stuff. Ginger Beard Man, still available Amazon Prime. Ginger Pain, it's still on YouTube. Any final thoughts, guys? Remember at the beginning of the show I said we might read someone's favorite St. Patrick's Day story if they have a good one. Did anyone even answer the question?
No.
Not one person.
Nope.
All right, well, I hope you share this. I don't know where my share sticks are. Marcus, where's my share sticks? Listen, it's not too late to share. Never too late to share. Go ahead and hit the share button now. You're done anyway. Just hit the share button. Pass it on. Pass on the love. We're trying to grow. For the Alan Jackson, for Amar, for Elliot the intern, for intern Isaiah, for Sebastian, for Stamos. My name is Jon Reap. Bicycle!
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, dude.
Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, T-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. You're still here, are you? Go on now. Scram with your dank self. I don't know.